Mike Moore Media, the first place to hear Rockingham County news and information.
John Mendenhall is our new Eden City Manager. Welcome, John. Welcome to Eden.
Well, thank you, Mike. I'm really glad to be here.
We're getting acquainted with John Mendenhall today. First, tell us a little bit about yourself. Let's start with where you're from and your education, please.
Sure. I'm from High Point, North Carolina, and went to the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill and East Carolina University, and did some certificate work at NC State University, too. So I've covered several North Carolina institutions that are all great and wonderful in their own way.
Tell us about your experience, your accomplishments in local government, and we want to talk about where you are currently.
Sure. I've worked in local government for 16 years. I started out as a planner in Stanley County, and I worked primarily in planning and zoning, economic development, public works for the majority of my career. The coast here in Carolina Shores, we're a population of about 5,000, somewhere around 4,800, growing at about 6% annually. We focus a lot on economic development and emergency management, and that's really where a lot of our time is spent.
Well, now at Carolina Shores, tell us a little bit about that community. You're stepping up to a larger position here in Eden.
Yes, Eden is much more diverse than Carolina Shores, a very healthy mix of manufacturing, retail, and residential base. Carolina Shores is primarily a retirement community made up of folks that have come from all different parts of the country to retire in South Brunswick County, near the Grand Strand and Myrtle Beach. And it's got a lot of opportunities with recreation and that sort of thing. So it's very similar to Eden in that regard. There's a lot of recreational opportunities in Eden, but I'm very excited about the diversity that Eden has, and of course the opportunities for greater economic development there too.
Well, you've had a lot of experience in economic development, it sounds like. Let's talk about that diversity in Eden. I know you're going to miss the beach and the coast. I certainly would. But what has attracted you to Eden? What are you looking forward to here?
Eden, from my perspective as a professional manager, is just a really good opportunity for both growth in terms of how large and diverse the organization of the city itself is, but also all the different services that are offered, the proximity to larger metropolitan areas such as the Triad and Greensboro, that sort of thing. So that's what really attracted me. It's a great growth opportunity, and that's something that I look forward to. It's also a challenge. A large organization has more moving parts. It's more dynamic. So professionally, it's also challenging, and that's exciting as well.
Well, I have a feeling you're one of those people who likes a challenge.
Yes, absolutely. And, you know, the greatest thing about challenges are that you realize all sorts of opportunities you didn't even know you had. Mm-hmm. So that's an exciting thing, too.
Yeah. Well, I know you've been to Eden how many times now? And you were telling me before we started here, you were here with us over the holiday weekend.
Yes, that's correct. I've been about 6 or 7 times, and I really enjoyed coming, and I had a great 4th of July, and it was a wonderful time. Just driving around and looking at things and talking to folks, and it's been great so far.
Well, we're glad you're visiting in the area and look forward to having you here. And I know the official start date, John, is August 17th, but I know when the City Council made the announcement in their last meeting, they kind of left it open that you may be here earlier. Is there a real hard date on that?
Well, the official date is the 17th, and of course I'm traveling back and forth trying to get a lay of the land and where things are. I do think that there may be an opportunity to start a little bit earlier, but officially it will be the 17th, but it very well could be a week earlier.
Okay. Well, we're glad to get you here whenever that date is officially. Tell us, what are you bringing to Eden?
I think from my standpoint, there are a lot of things I bring to Eden that are complementary and supportive of what Eden already has. And that's a very open management style that's really focused on what I would call the voice of the customer. I really want to hear the hopes and dreams, aspirations, goals, concerns of the residents, the customers of the city, the water and sewer users, economic development prospects, and the employees. And to do that in a collaborative way so that we can build a better future, more resilient, more sustainable, more equitable, in a way that everybody has a pathway to progress, and whatever that pathway may be. So I really focus on a collaborative, continuous improvement, quality management style, and I bring that to Eden with the hopes of really working with the team on the ground there and really accomplishing some great things for everyone.
Sounds like you're a people person for sure.
I like to think so, Mike.
Yeah. Now, let's find out a little bit more about your family, if we could, John.
Sure. I am single, so I don't have a immediate family, but I do have extended family in the High Point area in Guilford County. So the Piedmont is home, and that's where I grew up, and that's really the part of the world that I'm most comfortable with.
Well, you're getting closer to some of those family members up in this area then, for sure.
That's right, and that's exciting too.
Yeah, okay. Well, I know you are winding down your days there at Carolina Shores, but getting ready for your new position here in Eden, and we're excited with you and look forward to working with you. Are there any particular things you'd like to share with us before we wrap up here? I know you've got a town meeting there in just a little bit, so we don't want to keep you too long.
Sure, I appreciate that. There are a couple things that I would just like to say that I really look forward to working with everyone, and I think we can accomplish a lot of goals together, but it's going to require teamwork, and anything worth having is worth working for. So I look forward to that, and I just think it's a great opportunity, and I'm really excited to be part of the team of residents and elected officials and the employees. I think it's just going to be wonderful, Mike.
It sounds not only are you a people person, but a kind of a hands-on city manager, too, in this case.
Yes, sir.
Well, we're looking forward to getting you here. The sooner the better, but August 17th officially. John, thank you very much for your time, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you, Mike. Have a good rest of the day.
Okay, you too. Bye.
Bye now.
John Mendenhall, the new city manager for Eden, officially starting August 17th, but as he just said, maybe here a little bit earlier. He's finishing up his time there as town administrator of Carolina Shores in North Carolina, near the Myrtle Beach area there. It's been there since 2014. Previously was county manager of Gates County. 16 years experience, local government, having started his career in Stanley County, North Carolina. All right, so there's a little background, a little bit of information on our new city manager. That is John Mendenhall. Let me direct you to a couple of websites for Eden before we finish up, and that would be edennc.us and exploreedennc.com, and of course on Facebook as well. And I'm Mike Moore.